it's funny that happened because that's literally how I felt the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. Okay, guys, we can breathe. We can breathe. It's funny because some of the Clipper fans that I mentioned that I'm talking to throughout the game, I tell them, like, I forget that I'm human and that humans breathe, because I just find myself in like this position for like 20 seconds, like, you know what I mean? Oh my god, guys. Okay, I'm so like kind of, it's, the brain is still going, or wasn't going. Okay, guys, we got the win. Job's obviously not done. Man, that Nugget squad, Joker is just freaking a beast, man. Like, other than like he's a big body and like he's automatically a bucket down low, man, his three is automatic. And I know he was good and obviously like MVP and all that, but it's just different when you see other players, other teams, and you're like, wow, okay, this is what they're talking about. All right, guys. So, as usual, I'll go down the list. I'll give my opinion about the players. So much Powell slander. And yeah, and I was like even saying some stuff myself. But in a nutshell, these are our players. This is how we got here. And I know you can make tweaks here and there, but you know, guess who had the last shot of the game? A big shot, Powell. And he had I think 7 in the last 3 or 4 minutes or something like that. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god! Thank God, because if we would have lost, it'd be over. I'd say it was over. There's no coming back from 0-2 to the champs, because they're still obviously not last year's champs, but they're champs. Same core of guys as I mentioned. And to like Joker, that's just so tough. How are you gonna come back from an 0-2 deficit? Even though like we've done it, I think it was like Mavericks or something like that. Oh my god. Okay, so here we go. Should we start off with the GOAT? Kawhi, 39. Oh my god, like we shouldn't be surprised because we've seen it, right? We've seen it time and time again. But every time I'm watching it, I'm like, there's no way that one's going in. There's no way that one's going in. There's no way that one's going in. And he's just so efficient. He's one of my favorite players of all time, not just Clipper players. Well, obviously, in terms of Clipper players, yeah, he's like up there top 3. But like non-Clipper players, if I had to name him, like even before he came with us, like I was just a big fan of his game, just a big fan, just because he's more like old school and like, you know, he has that midi and oh my god, his handle is so not talked about. He has like that machine gun dribble, like bah, 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 and goes. One of my favorite players. So when we first got him, you could only already imagine my emotions. Kawhi, he just, wow, 39, and like just vintage Kawhi, just vintage. I speak on it. I mean, vintage Kawhi, Jordan-esque type performance. Powell struggled early. All right, so I don't know. He's just not there mentally. It's, you know, he's just not there. He's in a funk. And yes, we're seeing it everywhere. Get Powell out. I think, I don't know, is it bringing him off the bench, would it be a good or bad thing? I could make the case that's going to be a good thing. Because our bench, you can make the case that lacks offensive power. So I could kind of see him striving there, you know, with the Nuggets second unit. But will it mess up with his psyche, you know, if you bring him off the bench? So it's just one of those things where you just have to push through, you know. And he's gonna find his rhythm as exhibited down the stretch. You know, he was big. He was big. I would say definitely bring in DJJ for Dunn at moments. Maybe down the stretch, because man, these offensive rebounds are killing us, killing us. Anyways, I'll talk about that in a bit. So that was Pow Pow. And I also mentioned this to a couple of people. You know, he's our even though he was technically not an all-star, but remember, like everyone's saying, like Pow for an all-star, like he carried us. He was a big reason why we got this seeding. You know, so it is. I mean, these are just our guys. He's just having an off night. You know, if he gets a couple to go in early in the game, you know, we're just having a different story about him and we're praising him. But you just have to push through that. That's just what it is, you know. Big Zoo. Oh my God, Big Zoo is he's a stud. I remember like the last prior to like him taking this leap, I was like, Zoo's job is just to play big. It's not hard. Just play like a big guy. And I think he liked that. You know, I think he would just forget how big he is, and he would kind of like just forget how big he was, you know. And I would always tell my girlfriend, like, he just has to play like a 7-footer. He's a 7-footer, you know. And he's developed obviously some skill assets and like little hook shots and like nice touch with the left and the right. So kudos to him. You know, he's just playing like the way he's supposed to play, you know. I even remember telling my girlfriend, like, I see some glimpses of like Joker, you know, just in terms of like touch and stuff like that. And today I'm noticing a lot of Draymond-esque type skills in terms of when he gets the ball at the elbow and he has to make that choice of, you know, go up with it, pass it to the open guy, or get it to the cutter. He's outshining in that role. So it's a good thing to see. It gets me excited, you know. It gets me excited for the future, for now and the future, you know. Big Zoo, shout out to Big Zoo, man. He's just a stud, you know. And he tries. Like, that's one thing that I'm always gonna, you know, you could suck, you could have bad games, but if you try, and he's trying, and salute to Big Zoo, man. Keep it up. Harden, 18.7 assist. I'm gonna say, yeah, definitely not one of his better games. I know he missed like the first 2 or 3 in the beginning. And that's fine if you're not gonna, you know, if these are gonna be your stats for the game. I'm starting to notice on defense, it's like getting kind of bad sometimes. Like, he'll have his moments where he just like stands there, you know, hope for a miss. So I will say that about Harden, like, come on, like a little bit more effort on defense. What he didn't do last game, what he didn't do this game that he was doing last game that I was so excited about. I don't think he drove as much. Like last game, he was driving. He might have driven a couple times early and might have missed, and I'm not sure if like he got discouraged because of that. Probably not. I don't know. But just keep driving, because he has a quick first step. Honestly, you know, even for his age, he has a quick first step. So I'd love to see some more of that. But you know, last game he had it going, and then Kawhi not so much. But you know, maybe he was just more, you know, Kawhi's got it going, so I'll kind of take a seat in the back seat type of thing. But yeah, Don, he had his moments on defense. I'd love for him to knock down those open threes at a higher clip. I would say that's just, you know, that's just as that guy, you know, that they're gonna choose to leave open. You just have to make them, and if not make them all, obviously make them all. That'd be great, but just at a better clip, honestly. But you know, he has moments on defense. He tries hard. Can't knock that. Derrick Jones Jr., Batum, and Simmons have something going off the bench. They had something going, you know. so we could kind of bottle that up and expand it, you know. That would be great. DJJ, I'd love to see him starting. I know I mentioned that in the other video. Batum, just, you know, Batum's Batum. You know, he's going to give you a couple threes and defend. But Bogdanovich is making Powell look like MJ out here, honestly. Yeah, Bogdanovich is just really bad right now. It's just really, really bad. And other than like not making shots, which like you're a shooter, dude. Like that's what we brought you for shooting. Just on defense, just making bad decisions, bad fouls. So I don't know. I mean, I guess what I said earlier in the video, these are our guys. This is what got us here. So we're just gonna have to stick through it, you know. I guess the good thing I could say is you can't get much worse than this. So only up from here. We'll see. Simmons had a nice a bucket. It was like aggressive one to the rim. Easy too. I'd love to see a lot more of that. You know, a lot more of that. Even if when he's on the floor, like that's the play on offense, him to the bucket. Why not? Nuggets. I'll talk about them a little bit. Joke he's just a beast. Absolute beast. Murray's a star too. He's a baller. I can't believe he did not get a technical foul when he picked up Norm. Because that, in my book, picking up another basketball player is not very sportsmanship like, you know? And especially, it wasn't even like in a playful or like we're buddies, you know, type of thing. It was right after, you know, they were kind of getting into it. So I don't know why he did not get a technical. It was just Dunn, Braun, and Powell that got the technical. So I was a little like, refs, you know, is this what they mean? You know, refs are from Colorado. Gordon. Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, he was good. He was good. He's just a big body. That's another thing. That's what I am. He's someone we have to worry about on the offensive rebounds. Man, he seems to get like he got 6 rebounds. I'm pretty sure I guarantee you 3 of those were like offensive. So we have to do a better job of that. But we can't, and we don't have size out there. Porter Jr. Well, he had 15. I didn't even realize it. I think he had a couple of putbacks. Big 3 down the stretch off of a bad turnover from Harden when he was trying to get the ball to Kawhi for like an outlet run. Gotta clean up those turnovers. Murray, Braun 5, Westbrook 14. Wow, he almost killed us again. He's knocking down them open threes. You know what I'd like to see as well is, I don't know, it just seems like there was a few times where we were like triple teaming Joker, not double teaming, so like triple teaming. Maybe I'd say don't double team so early, you know, because essentially it's just ending up in like a wide open hands of a Nugget, you know. Even if it's Westbrook, he's proven he can knock it down. Maybe not double team so early. Let him make his move, or if he's really cooking. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense because his stat line. But it's not like he was going crazy offensively, kind of 26. I don't know. I just like to see like kind of like man up, you know, like a get out the mud type of defense, you know, before we double. I personally hate double teams. Because it always ends up in the hands of a wide open guy, and these are still NBA players, and they'll still make it. So I personally hate double teams. But yeah, that was it. So we could breathe for a few days now. Man, it would have really sucked if we would have lost, because just being in a bad mood the next 2 days, and I'm sure we have a couple of days off before game 3 because we're bringing it back to LA. But yeah, oh my god. But I mean, Kawhi is just he was like 2 dudes in one, like, you know. Yeah, we'll play in a couple of days. But yeah, that's it for now. Happy. Thank God. That Pistons game was cool with the Knicks. I'm going for Pistons. I always go for the underdog. But yeah, Lakers lost. Hooray. So happy about that. Timberwolves, I don't know. I might change my pick. I made a pick. I was doing my picks in a previous video. I picked the Lakers. Man, that Timberwolves. I didn't really factor in LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves defense. So I don't know. That might be a big thing going forward. But anyways, guys, Clipper Nation, Clip City, Chip City. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in a few days. Everyone, breathe, relax, and have a good night.